Yeah, what up? What up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, the other day I was out. I was at this club. It's like a rooftop party club thingy or whatever it is, right? So I'm chilling, talking to this dude or whatever. We talking about chicks and shit. And so we talking, and then this chick walks into the room. And he's like, yo, he taps me and he's like, yo, look at her. She's bad or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, she looked good. You know what I mean? So I was like, why don't you go and talk to her, right? So this dude was like, nah, she's out of my league. And I mean, when this dude said that, I mean, I just wanted to like, climb over the banister, because we were on like this rooftop. I wanted to climb over and jump off the roof and just hit my head on the concrete. I just wanted to give up. I was just like, oh, man, because dudes, you still come in with this she's out of my league nonsense. And see, what you got to understand about this whole she's out of my league thing is that no woman is out of your league. Okay? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? And, guys are saying she's, when they say she's out of my league, they're talking about, well, she's, too, like, I'm not good enough for her. That's basically what they're saying. They're saying that I am not good enough for her. They're saying she is better than me. So this is why I can't get her. A guy like me cannot get that girl. Really? Really? Is this... Look, what you guys got to understand is that, this whole shit, this whole game is all mental. You understand? A lot of this times, you don't get what you want because the way you see yourself. In your mind, you see yourself a certain way, and you think that you are not worth anything, or you think that you don't deserve certain things because of who you are and how you see yourself. So if you saw yourself different, then you would get different results. So when a guy says that a woman is out of his league, basically, all that means is he's saying that I'm not good enough for this person, or he's basically showing his lack of confidence. Because a guy saying she's out of my league has nothing to do with the woman. It has everything to do with him, because he's making basically a decision for her based off of how he sees himself. He sees a hot chick and he's like, oh, well, this hot chick is not going to want me. Now, why does he think that? Why does he think that this hot chick is not going to want him? And he thinks that because the way that he sees the world, he thinks that a guy like him can't get hot chicks for whatever reason it is. Because, maybe he thinks he's not good looking enough. Maybe he thinks he doesn't have enough money. Maybe he thinks that girls like her are only going to go for a certain type of guy. All these things that he's assuming. You understand? This is coming from him because he hasn't walked up to the girl. He hasn't talked to her. He hasn't said anything to her. And this is what he's thinking. This is what he's, coming up with. And, it's funny to me because what I notice is a lot of guys just really don't understand their value and don't understand the dynamics of, men and women. You understand? Because this is the thing. No woman can be out of your league, for there's a lot of reasons, but I'll give you a simple one. A simple reason why women can't be out of your league, or any woman can't be out of your league, is because women are followers. So if the woman is the follower, then who is she following? The man, maybe? You, right? Do you realize that when you set up a date with a chick or you ask a girl out, all that technically is the girl following your lead? Do you understand this? You approach a girl, you hit her, you say, hey, give me a number. She gives you the number, or you exchange numbers. She's following your instructions. You say, hey, what's up? What are you doing Friday? Oh, you free? Listen, this is what we're going to do. You're going to meet me here, or I'm going to pick you up here. We're going to go here. And she follows. Right? So how is the follower like out of your league? You understand what I'm saying? How is the follower better than the leader? And I'm not even saying the leader is better than the follower. I'm just saying it's a different thing. I'm just saying how is that out of your league? I don't get that. See, the thing is, you can't have the follower without the leader, and you can't have the leader without the follower. You understand? Like, it's needed for each other. So even if we were going to say there is a league, there you couldn't be out of it, because you need to be in it in order for the league to even happen. So what are you out of? You understand? Like, chicks want you. Chicks want men. You understand? And you want them, right? So if you want that girl, why are you not getting her? You understand? It's like saying, well, the basketball player is out of the coach's league. What? You understand what I'm saying? The employee is out of the employer's league. The employer is out of the employee's league. Like, what are you talking about? They're both needed. They're both needed to make the quote unquote league work, right? So how are you out of that? Do you understand? If we're going to go by this whole league thing. Now, the chick has to choose to follow you. And there might be a chick that you try to get with and she's not into you. But her not being into you, or her not being attracted to you, doesn't necessarily mean that you're out of her league, or you're out of women's league. That is just like, it's crazy. Because attraction within itself is just her own perceived value of whatever that specific guy is, right? So while one chick technically might not like you, there's going to be other chicks who will. So when we speak in general, you know what I'm saying? Women are not out of your league. And even when a girl is not into you, that does not mean that you are out of her league. She's just not into you. She's just not attracted to you. And her attraction, again, is just what she perceives is, interesting or worthy to spend her time with. Right? But the thing is that when you say a woman is when you say she's out of my league, that within itself is still, again, coming from you. You understand what I'm saying? Because let's say let's just say for sake of argument's sake, just for argument's sake, let's say that, I'm hanging out with this guy at the spot and this girl comes into the room, right? He's never seen this girl before. First time he saw her, and he's already decided how she feels about him. Do you see how fucking crazy that sounds? He's already decided how she is going to respond to him. Do you see why I say it's coming from you? It's coming from your own fucking mind. So you guys got to get out of this she's out of my league shit. Right? Because that's stopping you from making things happen. This was stopping him from approaching the girl. His belief stopped him. Do you understand? Because you never know what the hell's going to happen when you approach these girls. Because this is the thing. A lot of guys think, they'll say, let's keep it simple. They'll say like, okay, this girl's really hot, right? So that means that she is not going to like me because I'm not hot. Because, a lot of guys think, oh, you got to be hot to get the hot girls, and it's all about looks. We've been talking about this bullshit, right? And the funny part is that the woman in question is a complex individual, meaning that, let's say she's a 25-year-old chick. That's 25 years of life and experiences and different things that she's picked up subconsciously, different things that she's learned, different things that she's experienced, right? That make up that woman right there that you think is out of your league. Right? Now, you've simplified it to say, well, she's hot, so that means A, B, C, and D about her, meaning she's hot, so she's only going to like this guy and this guy and that guy. So you've created her story based off your assumption of what you think she's going to like based off of what you think women like her like, but you don't know her because you haven't even approached her and went up to her and said anything. So this is all still an assumption coming from you. So you're saying, okay, this girl's hot. How do you know how she feels about herself? You're saying, damn, this girl's a 10, right? And if, somebody came up to her and, had a conversation with her and said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive do you think you are? And imagine she might say, I don't know, maybe a 6. So you're thinking she's a 10 and she thinks that she is a 6. You understand what I'm saying? If we're going by the whole scale, you understand what I'm saying? So, and then you're thinking, you know what? This girl would never go for a guy like me. And let's say you're a guy who's, let's say you're a funny guy, you have a sense of humor. And let's say you're you're a brown skinned guy, kind of husky or whatever, kind of, stocky and all this other shit. And for some reason, let's say her dad was, he sort of, you sort of resemble her dad. You understand? And let's say, she had other men in her family that sort of have that same look, and she's been, brought up with these men. And so this is what she sees. And so this is what she ended up being attracted to. So I'm just saying this could be her story, right? She could think she's a 6. She could be, attracted to guys who look just like you, right? You understand? Let's say you're that funny dude. Let's say she's been with a couple of guys who's really boring and that just bores the hell out of her. She likes guys who can make her laugh. You understand? I'm just saying this could be her story. You don't know, right? So now you're seeing her and you're assuming that this woman is out of your league. You're like, oh, she's a 10. She's only going to want to date rock stars and this and this and that. This is what you're assuming. But let's say, for sake of argument, her story was she thinks she's a 6. She, she's attracted to, guys who have that sort of build like you. And, your type of personality is a personality she likes. Right? So now if you were to go up to her and approach her, started talking to her, you got into a conversation, and then you would get that girl who you thought was a 10. And even though she thinks she's a 6, you understand? You thought that she wouldn't like your type of guy, the type of guy you are, and she loves the type of guy you are, but you didn't know that. And you wouldn't have known that unless you go up to her. But you thinking that some woman is out of your league just based off of, how you perceived her, or you're assuming certain things, it's ridiculous. And this is what's stopping a lot of you guys. This is why even when I have that whole, looks conversation where, dudes have been flooding my inbox with talking about, oh, but, looks is everything, bro. And bro, come on, bro. Looks is the shit, bro. You gotta look sexy, bro. If you can't get girls unless you look good, bro. All this nonsense. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, you gotta get off this she's out of my league nonsense, because that shit is stopping you. That talk is for insecure men. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're thinking that there's something special about this girl, and that you lack something, or you need to get a whole bunch of other shit in order to rise to her level. What? Get the fuck out of here. No woman is out of your league, dude. You understand? Even if a chick is not into you, that all that means is she's not into you. That's it. There is no league. You understand? It's just this girl don't like you. This girl likes you. This other girl don't like you. This other girl likes you. This other girl likes you. This girl don't like you. It is what it is. And you will not know which ones like you or which ones don't like you until you actually go and approach. You understand? You cannot predict which chick is going to like you and not going to like you just based off how she looks. You understand? Because that's what a lot of y'all do. Y'all think, oh, she looks good. That means she's out of my league. And you see how crazy that sounds? You see how fucking great this chick looks good. Something she in most cases, like, she had nothing to do with. You understand? Like, maybe she was, heavy before, she probably worked out and then she looked better. But I'm talking about, like, how she looked, how she was born. She didn't have no choice in that. That's just how she looks, right? So how is, like, where is this league thing where is that coming from? You don't even know anything about the chick except that she looks good. This is how a lot of you guys, when you don't have enough experience with women, you think looks are everything. On both ends. You think you gotta look good to get them. And then you think looks is everything. Oh, she looks hot, so that's the end all be all. And that's what makes her out of my league. You know how many hot chicks I didn't fuck because I had to kick them to the curb because they was on some bullshit, like early. Like I approached like crazy hot chicks and, I get their number. I set some shit up. We go out and then I'm just like, man, fuck this chick. I'm like, we're done. We're over. It's a wrap. I'm not fucking with you because it'd be some bullshit. So it's not just about that. You understand? So it's like, I just want you guys to understand that there's no chick out of your league. Get that shit out your head, because if you start thinking that, if you even believe it just a little bit, that's going to stop you from making things happen. Do you understand? Because you're going to have one guy who thinks some chicks are out of his league, or this girl's out of my league, that girl out of my league. Then you have another guy who doesn't think that shit at all. You understand? He understands the truth. So what's going to happen is the guy who doesn't think that women are out of his league, he'll have no trouble approaching any type of girl. And then he will get those girls because he actually had the confidence to approach them. The guy who thinks certain women are out of his league, what is he going to do? He's going to say, oh yeah, she's cute. I would love to date her, but she's out of my league, so I can't go and talk to her. I'm like, oh my God. But listen, guys, you got to get off that shit. That's all I wanted to say for today. I'm out of here. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. I'll holler at you later. Peace. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. Gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.